Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one taking my place.
Hey, welcome to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special, and this is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Beards, and thank you for tuning in. Your first time to the channel, please hit that like, subscribe button. Let's run this content up. Also, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, do yourself a favor, get back in the bed, roll over, and get out on the right side of the bed. I promise you're going to have a beautiful, blessed day. Now, today's topic, we're going to get off into, these people speaking on, the black woman, how toxic the black woman is, and all the different things. It's really got a lot to do with Charleston White. Like, a lot of people don't like Charleston White, but me personally, I feel like Charleston White got a lot of good things to say. He just be saying it in a negative way that rub people the wrong way. You dig what I'm saying? Now, let's get off to the content, because I don't want to hold y'all and get off into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it and see what's really going on. Yeah, dig what I'm saying? Let me see something here, man. I just feel like, I just feel like a lot of women are misguided and misused. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, let's talk about it, man.
And black women are beautiful, and
they are. But if you start talking to them, they ugly. If you can find the most beautiful black girl, but when you talk to a man, it's ugly in the mother. But she got some stinking thinking.
Facts, but you can't sound and talk like this and get no king, just street. I like street. Don't get me wrong to think that I can't get a king. Y'all kings is unattractive. It's ugly. Y'all niggas that want to treat me right, I don't like y'all niggas. I'm not settling. She gonna look good. So if that gonna leave me unhappy, I'm finna be unhappy. This is it. I'm done. I'm done. They trying to kill my kids, bro. Like, I'm done. Look at my kids' window. Again.
That's what happens when you deal with gang bangers and gang members and people of that nature, right? It happens with anybody who run into a problem with anybody, but that's what happens when you pick these street dudes, man. You feel me? But anyway, let's get back to this content, man.
I've only seen a handful of the usual suspects.
Shout out to Willie D.
Talk like that. And when I say the usual suspects, I'm just talking about just a hood, rotten chick that don't care nothing about nobody but herself, will put her children in the line of danger, and at the same time say how much she loves her children.
And that is real talk, man. Like, you will see a lot of women talk to, I love my kids, I go crazy for my kids. Well, one thing about having kids and going through things is you got to think. You got to think before you react, because your actions can lead to a reaction of you losing your kids. Now, when you deal with these gang members, because you see they having money and having motion, but then they get in the beef and you got kids at your house. I mean, you got to use your head. That's why I don't understand why women, don't get me wrong, when you young, I can understand it. When you young and you growing up and fresh out of high school, whatever the case, I can see you being like, yeah, man, you're attracted to these nice cars with these music and these dudes who's reputable dudes. But as you get older, you see what a lot of your friends go through, where they boyfriends and got unalived due to the gang banging culture. You got family members that's part of this gang culture, the street culture, and they end up getting unalived. You know what I'm saying? You see the pain and misery of people going to jail for life. You see your houses catching bullet holes bullets flying through your house. At some point, you got to make a decision on yourself. Like, what kind of man do you want in your life? Do you want this street guy who's got this image to uphold, to whereas he out here ducking, dodging bullets, you can't even go nowhere with him because they might pull up on the car and start spraying? Or do you want somebody who got a strong foundation, got a nice house, got goals and principles and things he set for himself, and he been working hard on it? He ain't letting nobody deter him for what he's trying to do. See, this is the kind of man you want that's going to try to, if you're trying to build a future. Now, if you want a future going nowhere fast, get a gang dude, get a gang member, get a street dude.
Yeah, happens all the time.
And let me say this. So, when I say street dude, I don't mean a dude that come from the streets who changed his life around. I mean a dude who's still active in the streets, selling drugs and whatever else they out there doing. That's what I mean when I say that. Get you somebody, if you're going to get you somebody that you want to go nowhere fast, get you somebody that's in the gang right now, because they ain't going nowhere fast.
She loves her children, but she's out here messing with these so-called hood dudes.
Her grandmama didn't have no man.
Right.
She been watching her mama in and out of fair relationship. Who showed her what a man is? How she so confident and accurate in her assessment in what a man does?
Right. Especially when you ain't got no upbringing. When your parents, and what he's saying is, y'all, is check this. I know most of y'all gonna get it, but some of y'all not gonna get it. But what he's saying is, right, if your mama, if she have a son or a daughter, right, they pay attention to their parents. If the mother have a baby and the father's not around, and she got another dude around, he gonna pay attention to that. But if she got a revolving doors of dudes coming in and out of her life, in his mind, he gonna think that's normal for him to have a bunch of different women because what he see from his mama. Or she deal with a bunch of different men, so I'm gonna deal with a bunch of different women. He gonna treat them that way, like they just come and go, fly by night chicks. And for a woman, a little girl watching her mama bring a bunch of different dudes in the house, she gonna think that's life. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sleep with who I want. I'm gonna be who I want. That's when you got this attitude. I can sleep with who I want. So ain't nobody go with me. You got this crazy narrative, and then a lot of these women be chasing men to the point where they ain't caring about their kids at the house, their daughter at the house, their daughter and son, and they don't care about they chasing the man all day long. You feel me? The daughter watching TV and son watching TV, you see the mama come in the house with a different dude. Every three weeks she in the house, come in with a different dude, bringing them to the house so they can smash and send them on. What you think the kids gonna get from that?
Just talking, ho. Shut up. Don't know a mother thing.
So let me just go to the hood. Because the hood already going to go above and beyond when he comes to a girl like me, because he's going to appreciate what I bring to the table versus a good guy who knows he has all these options. He's going to take me for granted. So I'll just go to the hood. Who going, you know what I'm saying?
But you see how dumb that sound? She belittled herself and lowered her standards of a man because she know that the man who got a job, who got these expectations, doing big things, he's too high. Mind, no, girl, see, that's where you wrong at. See, what you supposed to do, if a man of them standards is showing interest in you, then obviously he sees something that he can uplift the body. So instead of you running from that, you should run towards it and help it build your life up. The men you're running towards are the ones that's going to go to prison. See, these are the type of women that bank on dealing with these street dudes that's going to stack money at their house and stack drugs at their house and weapons at their house. So when they get unalive, they go to prison. Now they got access to all this. Now it's all theirs. Now realizing that dude might come home. If you run off on the plug, you know what happened.
Take me on the adventure I deserve.
What I learned over the years is that if I'm gonna date someone that's in the streets, I have to be able to pick up his slack whenever he gets picked up.
At the end of the day, there are always still gonna be women who are gonna choose that lifestyle, who are gonna choose that struggle, X, Y, and Z. So like, if there's any piece of advice that you can give them, would it be, yo, sis, set yourself up, or like...
Y'all tap in with them up here, man. Go check out their podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go.
Set y'all up.
Again. That's the first bullet hole. Here's the second one. Here's the fucking third. Here's the fourth. Bullet fragments in my wall.
Look, and you see that. Remember the chick that just said, them the type of people I go for, with them hood dudes, because I know this and that. And this is what you got to deal with. Bullets flying through your house. You could be walking to your kitchen, just going to go get you a glass of cold water to drink, and somebody decide to come light your house up, and you catch a straight, or your kids catch a straight. Y'all got to understand when you putting yourself in harm's danger and you putting your kids in harm's danger. Now, I'm saying this because I am a street. I did come from the streets. I was born and raised in the streets. You did. But at some point in my life, I realized that the streets ain't what it is. You feel me? The streets ain't what it is. When you constantly going back and forth into jail or taking all these losses and family members and friends passing away, that ain't what it is, man. You feel me? And then when you see and where I'm at now in the culture where I'm from, now all you hear about is all you women getting unalived. And you know why? Because y'all doing anything for these streets dudes, for these gangsters. Set this dude up, set this dude, have this dude, let's rob it. Y'all doing this for these dudes and y'all getting unalived. Do you care about your kids or your own future? That means you don't even see no hope in yourself.
Like, bruh. Gotta be kidding me. Like, gotta be.
Dylan said they gotta be aiming for us on purpose.
And this is also my window.
One more.
Alright, we got 4, 5, 8, so what if this one is? And that's the one that's over there.
This is my window.
Between her saying she wanted a hood dude and her house getting shot up by a hood dude. But she came back and was like, oh my God, I'm tired of this. I'm sick of this. Whoa. You're moving.
See, like they say, it ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. You dig what I'm saying? That's the whole point I'm making. You like that street dude when he's out there putting in that work and he's running around, got everybody smashing off, jumping in their cars, pulling off, getting away from the scene. But when they sit back, when them people who've run it finally sit down and say, you know what? It's time for us to take him out. All right, where he live at? You know where he live at, over in such and such apartment building. Okay, come on, let's go send a message to him, let him know his time is up, his number's been called. You feel me? You gotta look at it like this, women, man, when you deal with these street dudes. That's why I be telling people it's crazy how the world is now. If you go out to the clubs, these women are actually walking around with fishnet, Leon's, see-through things on with just bikini bra thongs on and going to the club now. It's like the more naked you are, the more sexy you are to the world. No, let me rephrase that. The more naked you are, the more sluttier you look. I hate to say it like that, but it's real.
No. Something of that nature she was saying, right? Let me tell you something, family. It's time for women who behave like her to take accountability.
You see, your polite savages, these ladies want a reformed thug, Tupac in a boardroom. They want somebody who can absolutely make them feel a certain type of way, had a past, but let it all go just for them, or absolutely keep them safe. But they don't understand that there is no safety in numbers when somebody is doing the wrong thing. Anybody can get touched.
Right.
You can have a beautiful lady. She can even have a good head on her shoulders, but she'll block her own blessings. Some of them are even be the Bonnie to his Clyde and let it all slide as long as they can get in where they fit in. Right.
When I was younger, I was dating someone who's in the streets. When he went in, I was left with zero.
Correct.
And I was just like, why didn't have my together? But he made it to the point where...
You heard what she said? She didn't have nothing when he went down. You was having a world when he was on the streets, but when them boys come knocking, everything's gone. And you lucky y'all wasn't living together or nothing wasn't connected to that house, or you wasn't connected because you would have been gone just as well.
I was not being taken care of, but he was a provider. But he never actually taught me how to provide for myself or for him.
In the event.
So what would you have done differently?
So, I mean, now, because the story had repeated with different, people. What I learned over the years is that if I'm going to date someone that's in the streets, I have to be able to pick up his slack whenever he gets picked up.
And let us digest the crux of the talking points this lady just made. Could you imagine if she said, oh, if a man lost his job, I got to be there to pick up the slack? Or if a man, he got hurt on a job, or if he got hurt in life, or if he lost something or had a mental breakdown, I have to be there to pick up the slack? Oh, no, she's not willing to do that because, see,
right. She's ready. She's not willing to do that because now she's saying, okay, I got to pick up where he left off at. So that means I got to go get to work, chop it up, weigh it up, scale it up, and then get out here and make deliveries. Instead of her, like he just saying, now if it was a man working, it would have been, oh, this man ain't working. Oh, you done hurt himself on the job. Oh, I can't deal with this dude. All he do is sit around, complain about his back all day, bills popping up. Instead of her going to say, like she did, like he just said, what if she said, well, my man just hurt himself, broke his back, or hurt his back on work. Let me go get a job to pick up his slack. No, they don't want to do that. They don't want to work like that for that. They want the same kind of money they been having from the way the man was getting money by however he was getting it legally, selling drugs, robbing, whatever he was doing. That's what, like, it's so backwards when you hear a lot of these women talk. And I don't like to talk bad about women. I just feel like it's a lot of, excuse me, I feel like it's a lot of women who don't have the right guidance. And when you listen to them talk, they didn't have the right upbringing. So when you listen to them talk, you just be like, wow, is this what we dealing with? This is this generation? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Let's go.
That would entail having to be dedicated to a man and not dedicated to his wallet. But what she really wants to do is be there to pick up the slack for that thug. Because when that thug gets back on his feet, he's going to get her back to that jet set lifestyle. You see, somebody who's in the street, he could do just a few things quicker because she has something called lack of discernment. She doesn't want that delayed gratification. She wants to look good, be good, feel good right now.
They were talking about another situation where we have a man who is in the street, no matter his age, and he was able to provide a certain lifestyle, and now he goes into jail and or dies, and now she wasn't set up, so we're kind of blaming him. And now I think that men understand what you're here for. Men understand that you're only here for the lifestyle. Whether I'm in the streets, whether I'm older, you're only here because what I'm giving you. So my thing is, what real loyalty do I really have for you when I know your loyalty is only in what I'm giving? Your loyalty.
I really wish that women would stop.
Real talk. Did you hear what he just said, women? Y'all got to pay attention. He's telling the truth, because a man that's financially stable, who got his thing together, when he meet a woman and bring a woman over to his house and make dinner for her, or just hold a conversation to get to know her better, when she come to his house and she realize, first thing she gonna realize when she meet, he got a nice car. Next thing she gonna notice is when she do get a chance to finally get to the house, she gonna look and be like, oh man, this man got a nice house, nice job, nice car. That's her motivation for wanting to deal with you. Not the fact that y'all have good chemistry, not the fact that she like the way you treat her or anything like that. It's the fact that you got all these things that finance and help her lifestyle, make her financial situation a little better. Because no woman, let's be honest, woman will tell you quick, I don't want no broke man. So their whole definition of a man is a man that already got it, even though they might not have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what's weird. Like, I just feel like you are what you attract. You feel me? You are what you attract. If you attract a hood type of dude, that's because you a hood type of female. Because most women who got things going on in their life and they ain't part of really worried about the streets like that. Most of them women, when you think about the men that they deal with, they be a white collar crime. I mean, white collar people. They ain't out here selling work or doing that. If they cheat on their taxes or whatever the hell that white collar crime stuff, that's different. That's on them. But what I'm saying, they ain't in these streets where they ain't got to worry about a gang member running up in their house trying to kick their door in. They ain't got to worry about coming out their house and somebody jump out the bushes and ambushing them. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you deal with street dudes. You dig what I'm saying? Now, let's get back to this content.
Putting street dudes on a pedestal. And I mean, you see how Glorilla's song, she was talking about the type of dude that she wanted, and that's cool because she's selling you an illusion. And
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I love that song. I like Glorilla. But she's romanticizing and sexualizing the type of guy that you keep saying that you don't want.
Your loyalty isn't really here with me because I'm a nice person. I'm not saying you personally. I'm just saying in general, right? The loyalty isn't here because I'm a nice guy. The loyalty isn't here because I'm a gentleman. The loyalty isn't here because I have a great job. The loyalty is here because you're on a flight, you're in the club, you're getting bottles, you're buying the bag, or you're getting the bag. It was all what I can do for you. So it's like, if I go to jail, or if I'm older and I decide to move on, I don't really owe you no loyalty because you wasn't here for me to begin with.
Polite savage.
And he definitely have a point there, man. I think a lot of people got to read between the lines of what people say and stop trying to question or try to like, we can never understand each other. When you have a group of women that think a certain type of way, when a man come in the room that go against with the way she's thinking or the way they think, it becomes a problem. Now, through everything that he was saying, did you see the faces she was making? It's only true because like she said, when her man went to jail, she didn't know how to do nothing. Why? Because he wasn't teaching you nothing. You know why? Because the average street dude ain't gonna teach you nothing but about how to sell drugs or how to deliver drugs to people. Hey, you remember the Nipsey Hussle video? Hey, take this package over here, man, and go make that drop. Hey, man, it's on the way to you. Shorty almost get knocked off. She throw the package out the window and she leave Nipsey alone. You feel me? That was a woman that was fed up with her lifestyle of her almost going to jail. That's what that whole part of that video was about. You dig what I'm saying? And for this woman, where your problem like at, when you was laid up under this man who was out there getting his money, doing that hood stuff, you get to the bag, you should have been telling him, you know what, I want to go to school and pick up a trade and do so with my life, so to separate you from that street life. And if something do go wrong, you have something to fall back on because you working on something. Like you said, you fell back and was looking gang goofy out here. Like, man, what I'm supposed to do now? You feel me? Like,
one of them, aren't you?
No, I'm something else.
Never have so many been this lost. Ladies and gentlemen of Polite Savages, it seems like we have a failure of communication. The blind is leading the blind, chasing after three blind mice, where we are controlled by libido and instinct, and logic has all gone away. As always, we can only guarantee to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. And sometimes the truth is a bitter pill because we're looking for Tupac in the boardroom, and we know damn well it's time to take that medicine. So there's nothing left to do but get on up into it. Are you ready? Well, let's go.
How you let them catch you in 4K? I'm about to play both videos for y'all, but she claims she only dates street dudes, right? Goofy alert, stop. Videos like this to pop up.
Look at my kid's window.
Look at
Again.
Look at the way she's dressed, right? Look at this, man. This is what I mean by our generation is crazy now, because we have, this is what these women is going out to clubs in. This is what these women is wearing. And then they get mad when the drunk guys come at them the wrong way. Well, you putting out this negative image and this energy about yourself that make it look like you just a thought, like you a easy lay. You feel me? So don't get mad when dudes come at you like that, man. You can't, when you dress up a certain way, if it walk like a duck and quack like a duck, guess what? It must be a duck. And that's what people looking at. So don't get mad talking about this. Now you got to build till you only date street dude. Now you're going to feel about you tired of your house getting shot. Like your body look a little skinny right there. Like you might catch a little 22 and lose your life. Now I'm just saying, not wishing that on you, but you might want to change your lifestyle, man, and think about your kids instead of going to the club chasing these dudes, man, these street dudes.
Blaze up your crib.
Here's the second one.
Shawty hop on social media crying now, complaining that her crib got blazed up. But at the same breath, later down the line saying, you don't like dudes that treat you good. You want strictly street dudes. Our generation is completely cooked, deep fried.
Right. And it is like that. It seems like it's just because they don't have that understanding, and which makes me feel like maybe this world is coming to an end, because you see a lot of things from this younger generation. You see, and the parenting of this younger generation, you watch them, you see why their kids is going the way they going, because the parents ain't nothing but kids having kids. They don't know how to parent. They don't know how to parent a kid. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do these things. They too busy trying to make the kid feel happy. Oh, don't worry. You see the women, they run the streets all day long, chasing after the nigga, come home, spend 15 minutes. Oh, baby, I love miss you. Mommy got to go again, and out the door. So this kid don't have no real upbringing. And then a lot of these women they baby father either unalive, doing life in prison, or nowhere around. So a woman don't know how to raise a man. She can only do her best to show him when she by herself what a man is supposed to do. But a boy got to understand, when a man come around you and a man start telling you things, you need to respect that. Because if your own father or little girl, your own daddy not around, he ain't doing nothing or coming at you, talk to you about nothing, soak this game up. Take it from somebody. Your brain supposed to be a sponge. You soak the game up and you rinse out all the BS. That's all it's about, bro. And learn from it. Don't sit there and play dummy and run around doing this, doing that. You know what I'm saying? And act like you ain't doing nothing wrong when you raising your kids, when you really are. And then when you call people out on, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. With this new generation of women, that's why they used to say it take a village to raise a kid. You feel me? Now you go to the village with your kid. Everybody in that village, you better not touch my kid. You better not say nothing to my kid. You know, people get salty now when you speak to their kids or say something about their kids because they feel like their kids are just the best kids in the world. Half of these kids play on their parents' emotions. Like I know my mom or my daddy gonna have my back, do all this. So they play on that and capitalize on that. You know what I'm saying? So you women got to understand, if you want a productive man growing up in your life, you need to meet somebody. If your baby father now, you need to meet somebody that's going to instill discipline into your kid. Because if not, he or she going to be a lost soul out here on these streets. I promise you this. I see it all the time in the hood. You see a bunch of girls, 14, 15 years old, thinking that they 18, 19, 20 years old, running around, jumping in, bopping people off in front of cars, smoking weed and drinking at that age. Shit, you probably be still in the house playing with baby dolls or graduating from something. You on the streets right now with somebody snousage in your mouth.
The CIA, FBI, and shoot, even international agencies across got to be tag team working together for how badly the community has gotten. When is the solar eclipse that arises all the demonic zombies coming? When is the sun blowing up? Because it's about time, bro.
Yeah, man. So, y'all want to check that out, man. You go tap in with them over there, man. You dig? I'm just giving my input on it, man. Something I just wanted to speak on, because I be seeing a lot of this, going on, where you see a lot of people that don't know how to raise kids, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. I was born, you know what I'm saying, in a state where you respected your parents, you respected your elders. We living in a generation now where these people don't respect nobody. They don't respect themselves. You can tell the kind of generation we living in just by looking at the comment section. Like, it's been times I walked in stores and seen an elderly person at the cash register finna pay for something. and it's 2 or 3 youngsters behind them, and they ain't even conscious of the words that's coming out their mouth. They with a total disrespect. Oh man, I had this girl over there. She was sucking my whoa, and we ran. I'm talking about actually saying the words in front of the elderly people. I had to step in and be like, "Hey, bro, come down. That's the elderly person right there, man. They don't want to hear that conversation." Because I was brought up to respect your elders. You feel me? I was brought up not to lie to your parents, not to lie to your elders when you do something. Now, have I lied to my parents, my parents before? Of course, all kids have lied to their parents before about something they didn't want to get in trouble about. But I was raised to tell the truth on a lot of things. You feel me? When it comes to my part, I play in something. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my mama come home and be like, who didn't do this, who didn't do that, or did you do this, do that? I'm not going to say I didn't do it when I know I'm the only person there. And I didn't do it. Who the fuck else did it? You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't raised like that. I was raised to tell the truth. You get more further in life by telling the truth than telling the lie. Because once you start telling lies, nobody wants to deal with nobody that lie all the time. Nobody, kids, whatever. You don't want to deal with nobody that just going to sit there and tell you no lie, because you're going to figure, what if something happened in the streets and you out there and it's your fault and you ain't telling me what you did, and I go and crash and lose my life over you, or go and crash and go to prison over you, and all you doing is lying to me. You feel me? So you got to be conscious of how you dealing with your kids, how you raise your kids, man. But anyway, man, I wish y'all a wonderful, blessed day. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Quarter Report, brought to you by the Red Night Special. This is Word on the Net. I'm your boy, Town Biz, and thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's run this content up, man. Let's get it. You feel me? At the end of the day, women, take heed to what I'm saying, man, and do better about raising your kids, because these kids can't raise themselves, and you don't want your kid feeling entitled in life because you let them do what the fuck they want to do their whole life. So now they grow up thinking as grown people that they can do what they want. That's why you got these women running around here jumping from car to car, standing out here talking like grown women and they little kids. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all have a blessed day, man.
Why would I throw in the towel? I just got in my bag. I don't make no mistakes. I'm coming for mine, and there ain't no one